Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of our little Grand Hotel mini album where we're using up the scraps left over from doing the larger Grand Hotel. And when we left off, we had mostly finished our pages, still have a little bit to do. But I wanted to move on to the cover and getting the pages in the book so we could really see what we were going to do with the small amount of paper that we have left. So here's our pages. I'm going to set these aside for the moment. And here is our hinge, and I want to tell you what to do with this. You want to cut a square, well, it's not quite a square, 6 by about 5 7/8. You want your height to be about 5 7/8. That way it's easier to get the pages on. Okay? And then I want you to score it, let me get something to point with, at 1 1/2, 1 7/8, 2 5/8, 2 7/8, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, 4 1/4, and 4 5/8. I hope I read all those. Let me just double check. 1 1/2, 1 7/8, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, 4 1/4, and 4 5/8. So what you're going to have is 1 1/2 inches, 3/8, half, 3/8, half, 3/8, and 1 1/2, give or take. I think it's 1 1/2. Okay. And then I want you on the side that has the divot from where you scored. Place a piece of tape in each of the 1/2 inch spaces, close to where the 2 1/2 inch spaces are together, and leave more of a gap to the outside. I hope that makes sense. I used 1/4 inch tape because that's what I had. If you have 3/8, you could use that. Just be careful to make sure it's closer to the middle here, in here, and not out here, because the pages aren't going all the way to the bottom. You don't want the glue to show. Okay? Then on the other side, just put one piece, and I did use 3/8 here, one piece of tape in one of the 2 1/2 inch pieces that are side by side, and then in one of the other pair. Okay, and what we're going to do, and this score line, this first score line here, we're not actually going to fold on that score line. It's really just there to help guide placing the cover down. So you want to, on that back side where you have just the 2 pieces of tape, remove that first piece of tape, fold them together, and then you're going to lift them up, and now you have a fin like that. Okay, let me go ahead and burnish that. And of course it's only going to take us a minute here because we've only got 2 pages. Okay, get rid of that. And let's do the same with the other one. Just lift up that tape, the back of the tape, not the actual tape, of course. Fold that together, fold it back, and lift it up. Okay. And I only left 3/8 inches between these 2 pages because I know I just don't have a whole lot of embellishment or anything to add to this unless I find something in my stash that goes. But that's alright, still going to be pretty, and we can always put photo mats in it. Alright, so I'm just going to give this a good burnish from both sides. Okay, and then even though I cut my hinge shorter than my pages, I still like to trim those corners. So just grabbing my Tim Holtz scissors, which are perennially in need of cleaning, and snipping off these corners, just like that. Okay, and let's grab, now we need to put tape over the whole back of, well, not the whole back, let me rephrase that. You don't want, right here where this little seam is, where you fold them together, you don't want to cover that with glue, alright, because that can make the pages less flexible. So I'm going to take and put a 1/4 inch piece right down that center there, of tape. Okay. And grab a ruler. I cannot tear this stuff for the life of me, but this little metal ruler helps. Okay, just like that. All right, and then we need 2 pieces here. This is 1 3/4, should be by 5 7/8, hair over. All right, and I have, excuse me, I have the big sheets, and I have scraps. Let me show you. I have some scrap pieces left over from doing the cover that I'm going to use on here. So let me cut, what did I say that was? 1 7/8. So I'm going to cut them 1 3/4. That'll be fine. Okay, that one on a little crooked. That's all right. It's still going to stick. And these edges are going to be covered later anyway. All right, so let's do that. Now, I'm going to pull my cover over. I'm going to refer you to my video on making covers for you to make your cover. I'm out of my favorite chipboard, so I had to use this black one that I don't really like that much, but it's all right. So to make your cover, cut 2 pieces 6 1/2 by 6 1/2, 1 piece 1 inch by 6 1/2. And then follow the directions in the book, just using my measurements. The only difference I made with this cover, because the center spine is so narrow, normally I center my seam on the spine, but I didn't want to on this one. So I cut 2 pieces of cardstock that were 8 1/2 by the full 12 inch and seamed them together. And then when I laid out the cover, instead of centering them on the seam, I just started 1 inch in from the left side, laid down this piece, and this piece, and the seam ended up right about here, centered on the back, and then just cut the extra off. Left myself 1 inch, cut the extra off. Okay, so follow that direction. You'll end up with this. That was my kitty. Hello, sweetheart. And then here's our spine that we just made, that we just want to center on our book. Sorry, I'm distracted. My cat just jumped in my lap. She's so cute. I'm not sure where we got interrupted. I record on my phone. I don't have a camera to record video. I just use my phone. And we had an Amber Alert, so hopefully we shall pray that that child is found. It's always so sad when you see that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay. All right, so I just peeled back a little bit of the tape. And I'm just playing with it to make sure I've got it pretty much how I want it. As you've probably noticed by now, I'm not fussing a whole lot with this album. This is kind of a get it done quick project for me. Okay, there we go. And okay, so there is our hinge, and let's get that burnished down really well, and then we're just going to bend up our cover again. Put our pages in. Okay, and we just have 2, so this shouldn't take too long. And usually I do back to front, but I think I'll do front to back today. Well, let me get my tool here. I feel like I need to straighten out my tool cart. It's a little messy. Okay. All right, so I've just peeled back a little bit of the tape. I'm going to insert our page. I'm going to make sure you do not put it all the way down, otherwise the page will not turn nicely. Pull back the rest of that tape. There we go. This must be a little stubborn. Tape tour. There we go. There we go. And pages up a little bit higher than I usually leave them, just because there's quite a lot of bulk on this one page. You see how thick that is? Normally I put them down pretty close, like a 13th to a 16th, I mean a 32nd to a 16th to the bottom. This one's pretty high up. Maybe, it's not quite an eighth, but anyway, higher than usual. You can decide how you want to, but I just don't want it to be too hard to turn the pages, so I put it up a little higher than usual. I have a tool right here. I don't know why I'm trying to use my poor battered fingernails. Okay, here we go. Now this one I need to make sure it's right side up. Okay, there we go. And even with that one, and it is. There we go. Let's turn the page, put that a little further down. I just finished telling you about how I was leaving them up higher, and then I put that one pretty far down, but not too far, it's fine. Oh my goodness. What is the matter, jolly girl? Huh? What is it? Hi. What's the matter? Hi. Okay, there we go. Here is our little book. Oh boy, that looks crooked. What on earth? Hang on. Is that crooked? Why is that so crooked? Hang on. Let me see. That one looks straight. Why does this one look so crooked? You know what? I'm gonna. Looks like it's on pretty straight. Okay, so here comes the question. Do I want to take it off? Let me see. That's going to drive me crazy, I think. I do need to take that off and straighten it out. Okay, I am back, and I attempted to straighten this, and it's still coming out crooked. So the only thing, no matter what I did, it's coming out crooked. Although this page looks straight, or at least relatively straight. So I'm thinking something about the way I folded this is not quite straight. So there's not really any easy way to fix it, so I'm going to leave it and live with it. Okay. Now, so now we have our book. And as you can see, the pages themselves in the book look straight when it's closed. It's only this one page when it's open. So I don't know what that's all about, and I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So there we go. Got our little book. So what we're going to need, we're going to need one piece that's big enough for the spine, and I have this whole little pile of strips right here, and this is what I used on the spine of the large book, and I think I'm going to use it on the spine of this book as well. It would look pretty. So I'm going to set that piece aside for now. And we have a few other strips. All right, so what I have here, let me bring over I had set aside these large pieces. These are sort of pocket fronts that I had saved. And then we have this, but I thought about using this on the cover, but I have this piece right here, so I don't think I will. I think I will use this. Well, oh, unless we do it this way. Hang on. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Or that might be the back. So we'll see. But I also have this piece that I like a lot that I was kind of originally planning on for the cover. I used it on the back cover of the big book. I don't care for the stripe, so I don't care whether I use that or not. I have this piece, which is pretty, and this stripe is pretty. And this could work for the inside cover because it looks really nice with that. So if we do that for the inside cover, put this on the front, or this on the front, and then this on the back. If we put this on the front, we'll have to put something else because it definitely would need decoration. You could always use flowers. No, I think. Well, we could put both of these on the front, kind of like that. All right, what do you I wish I could hear you guys talking. I'm going to put this on the front, and then I have got a little tag, or I could make some little tags, put a tuck or something on the front. So I think we'll put this on the front, and if we put this on the front, we do need to definitely mat it. Actually, we're going to have to mat all of these because they're too small for where they're going. Okay, so that'll be the cover. This is going to be the inside front cover. This is going to be the back. I'm trying to decide what to do here and here. And I kind of don't really want to do more pockets. There's a lot of pockets in here, but I don't have any piece big enough to mat as a whole here. What I'm thinking I will do is just like a patchwork mat here. All right, I've cut a belly band 1 3/4 by 7. And I'm going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Which side? This one. Horizontal belly band that is not centered. Like, I'm not going to put it dead center. I'm going to put it down lower, right about there, give or take. And then we will use a different mat top and bottom, if that makes sense. You'll see. Eyeballing this. It's pretty good. I kind of centered it on there. Not exactly, but kind of. Let's see. That one. Now, of course, I have to pick up 3 mats, but I think that this is going to make me happier. For instance, like I could use something this narrow down there. And it's split from this piece up here, and then just pick something different, like a stripe for the belly band. Maybe not that stripe, or even that piece is too small. Well, let's put these. I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm going to want, although that's almost perfect for the belly band. All right, so let's assume this is going to be the belly band. This is going to be the wider top piece, I think. this maybe for the bottom. Or, oh, or that's pretty. Or put this up here. I don't even need this piece. How about that? That's kind of pretty. Yeah, okay, let's do that. All right, so this piece is already the right width. I just need to cut it down to size. Let me cut this one first. Goodness, that got away from me a little bit. That's definitely too high. Hang on, let's try that again. Yikes. Okay. There's our belly band piece. And then we have, let's just double check. The stripe looks nice. I was going to do this floral, but the stripe looks nice. Yeah, you know what? Even though I really like that floral, I'm going to go with the stripe. Okay, so that needs to be, the height's okay. About 5 3/4. Yep, that's good. Fit. Let's go ahead and ink it. Glue anything we shouldn't. Okay, and then put this at the bottom, which I think will look nice. Let's see, I think I'll use this end. Make sure it fits before I ink it, huh? Cute. I like that. Okay. Sometimes you just have to futz around with things for a little while. Okay, that's cute. Looks like it could be straighter, but okay. Here's what it is. All right. Now we have this last spot, and I have quite a bit of paper to play with now, so got this vertical pocket, and I think we're just going to go with this stripe there. I'm just going to leave that there so I don't accidentally use it. And the last two big pieces I have are this, which I love, and I could even cut it just so to get that. All right, so what I'm thinking is let's make a pocket that we can put this on, and then we just need a smaller piece for here. So if I want to put this piece as wide as it is, I need a finished pocket. Let's see. All right, so this is just a hair under 4 3/4. So a 4-inch pocket will be fine. So I need to cut a piece 4 1/2 by 7. Score at a 1/2 inch, 2 of the short sides and 1 of the long sides. Okay. Let's go ahead and just doing a test fit. It's gonna be fine. Pin here it is. Now, this should be just a little shy of 6 because I made it just a little bit short, so it is. So where's our piece that I want to use? Here it is. All right, I want to center this, so I need to cut this to be, actually, if I cut right about on this line and then cut the mat from there, it should be fine. That looks nice. Okay. All right. I think that looks really nice. Let's do that. That edge is a little rough, but that's all right. See, there I go again. I'm telling you, I'm going to get mugs made that say, but that's all right. It's going to be our catchphrase for my channel. On just a little bit straighter. There we go. This paper is so pretty. I'm always tempted whenever I finish using a Stamperia collection, or Prima too is the same. I'm always tempted to just buy another one because I hate not having it anymore. But I don't like to leave everything in my stash. If I have something, I want to use it. I'd rather have a project made out of paper than just the paper lying there. Whoops. Hang on. I like the sides of the pocket to be inside and the bottom to be outside. Gives you a little bit more room in the pocket and you're less likely to catch things on that bottom edge. Or in this case, side edge. Okay, there we go. And this is going to go right there. Don't put it all the way down into your hinge area because you don't want to interfere with the hinge. Let me just get my head in the picture here. Sorry. Just want to make sure I have left myself room. As I mentioned before, you got quite a bit of bulk in here, so that's fine. Good. That looks really nice. Now, we have this side of that. I think this is probably the better side. I don't think I have that, which, oh, that picks up that nicely, doesn't it? Because that's that same print. Or we have the little one. Just, honestly, I'm not all that fond of this print, although it does look good, but I think this takes away less. Let's use this. I was going to use the blue, but let's use this since we have it. All right, so I just need to cut, the width is fine, I just need to cut the length. Nice, okay, there we go. Why I did all four sides. You're not going to see that third side. Okay. I really like that. All right, and so we just have to put this piece down. And I need this one to be, hang on, you know what, I was thinking that was a pocket, it's a flap. Okay, hang on, I forgot about that. So we have two pieces to put here. Let's just do this outside, then we'll do the inside. Okay, 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. That? Nope, gotta stay with the stripe. Now the inside, that I didn't even realize was a flap until this second. Well, I knew it originally, but obviously I forgot. I have this left, which would look nice. Or we could go with craft, and I think the craft would actually look even better. So that's what we're using. What did I say? 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. go. All right. All right, we've got one last thing to do. Well, besides embellishing, so we have two last things to do. Okay, but we need to make a couple of side pocket inserts. So let me cut a couple of pieces, 5. Let's see, the pages are 6 by 6. I'm going to go with 5 3/4 by, let's start with 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Although I like them to stick out. Let's do 5 3/4 by 6 and see how that goes. Let's see how these fit. I got the right, yeah, this one. Okay, this feels a little tight. Okay, that's just too tight. Sticking out too far is the question. Whoops. Okay, let's try this one. Just going to do the same on this one. Just cut a little bit off. How does that look when the book is closed? That's fine, they're not sticking out too far. Okay, so let's take care of those. I better leave that, we're gonna need it. All right. You know what, I'm getting out. I was reaching for my corner rounder. I think I'm gonna use my scallop for 2 of them. Let's do a scallop there and a round, a 1/2 inch round on the bottom. Okay, there's one. Okay, and for these we're just going to put, each one's just going to get a strip across the top here of whatever we have that we like that's left. Of course I never did use this, which I love so much, so maybe we'll just use this on one of them. That'll be fine. Okay, so that needs to have just hair taken off one end. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so let us, I don't know why I put those away, I was going to need them. Going to be that one. That'll look nice. Okay, and I think we might as well just, well, not that side, we'll use this one or that one. I like this one better. Okay, let's see, what size did I end up with here? These are 5 5/8. Okay. So let me cut this 5 1/2. Good. There's one. Let's do the other one. And you know, I'm thinking maybe I should put these on both sides because they do stick up kind of far. And there's that. Whoop. And what have we got that we could use? I think this piece is long enough to use on both pieces. I think we should. It's up there. Let's see. Go. Those I should test fit them, huh? That's fine. And these are all different widths. I could have trimmed them down to be the same width, but kind of in the interests of the fact that this is a scrap project, kind of wanted it to look scrappy. But if you prefer to have them exactly the same, by all means, do them that way. Okay, so now I don't think it's going to matter too much which one goes where, but let's see. We'll put this one here. That looks nice. And then this one, oh, hang on. I may want to swap those because this is the exact same paper as what's there. Something a little different. There, that's better. Okay, and how's that look that way? Looks good. And that looks good there. That's good. All right. Let me put my pin. Now I'm starting to think I should have put a closure there. Stick it up a little bit. But I think with time that'll just relax, because there's no reason for it not to close. There's no real bulk here. And then the only pieces I have that are cut aparts left are these, which we just tuck in there like that if we wanted. And we have all these pockets. So what I think I'll do, hang on, let's put this aside. All right, so I have this piece left. This is the only large piece left, and I don't have any need for it at this point. At least no need for it to remain large. And then we have, get rid of some of these. I think we can get rid of that one and that one. Okay, let's get rid of that. So I have this little half circle thing, but it's pretty rough. So I think I'm going to throw that one out. We don't need it. I have all these little bits left. See, that could be a tag. This could piece together in some way to form a tag. Definitely could get a couple of tags out of this. Some more stripes, or strips I should say. Hang on, let's get rid of a couple of these things. So that's a good strip. Hang on. Let's get rid of some of the really small bits that I have out. And then we have, these are fairly large that I could get some tags out of. All of these are large enough to get some little tags out of. And then of course we have the front that doesn't have anything on it. What did I do with those? I had these. I don't really care for the purple edge on this piece here. I could trim it off though and put it on a different color, which we may do. This may end up as part of the cover. But I'm going to stop here. I'm going to decide what I'm going to do, finish up whatever embellishing I'm going to do, and I will come back and show you the finished little book. All right. So I will, I'm going to call this done. You will see the finished book in the little walkthrough that we'll do just to show you the finished project. But at this point, I think you're fine on your own because whatever scraps you have are most likely different from what I have. So I will show you the finished book. But this will be the end of the series. You will see the finished book in the preview. So thank you for joining me on another project. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you have, thank you so much. The subscription button is right down below. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. And I will see you next time with a new project. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.